What's good, guys? This is your boy Jimmy here, and I'm not even gonna lie, a lot has happened throughout the last 2 months. Just take a good look at my dining room, like, sheesh. I just want to say sorry to my mom and dad because look at what I turned the whole entire dining room into. But just wait, we're not done just yet. Here, more. There's more here. This is the official kitchen, and just take a good look at this. There's more packages. There's more shoes, and we come over here, there's more shoes, and this is the living room. So yeah, your boy took over the whole entire house at this point. And as you guys are reading this title, I'm assuming you guys already know what you guys are here for. You guys want to know the reality of making six figures at a young age, especially from a sneaker reseller. And just give you guys a quick introduction of who I am. My name is Jimmy. I started reselling sneakers back in 2019, and I started with $0. And now, just fast forward 4 years later, I'm currently making well over six figures every single year. But this is probably gonna be one of my most vulnerable and real video that I'm ever gonna create on YouTube. And I'm just gonna let you guys know everything. There's a lot that I've been going through, and this whole entire perception of making six figures is really not what you guys think it is. And by no means am I complaining about my current situation, as I'm super grateful to be where I'm at right now. I'm well aware that I have more than a lot of people my age, and I'm well aware that I accomplished more than the average 20-year-old out there. But yeah, just to kind of speak on my personal experiences and give you guys what it really looks like to be making six figures at a young age. I would have to say that 4 years ago when I first started this business, my whole entire perception was very different. I was very happy when I first started, and I'm not gonna lie, throughout this whole entire process of just working every single day, it's very mentally draining, and I would have to say that not a lot of people could do it. Literally just been pushing through. I'm not saying that I'm not happy in any type of way. Like I say, I'm always grateful, I'm always content, but yeah, a part of me felt like I lost who I am as a person. And in terms of right now, I'm dealing with a lot of social anxiety. As weird as, as you guys don't believe me, I really do. I've been struggling with very bad social anxiety where like I get very nervous and I just freeze up, and I don't know why, but yeah, it just happens. It never happened to me in the past, and it's just been happening to me recently. And I think it's because of the amount of stress and pressure that's on top of me. You know, as a regular 20-year-old, I should be just going to college, enjoying my time there, hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. But I would say, like, I'm not average, man. I'm not average, and I don't do anything that they do. I stand out in terms of the money I'm making. I stand out in terms of what I'm doing, what I got going on, my mindset. All these things are great, but I want you guys to understand that, like, to be making six figures is not just a walk in the park. And especially when you're first entering that growth stage, there's a lot that you go through, and other people you can't like really relate to too many people. Like for me, I want to talk to people about what I'm going through. I want to talk to people about my stress. And I'm talking about IRL right now in real life. And there's not too many people that could relate with me. And I totally understand that. And it feels very lonely at times. It doesn't feel great. And especially at times when I'm in a group setting where they're talking about, oh, have you watched this movie? Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you been there? I'm like, no, I've never done that. I don't even know what that is, because 80% of my life is literally just dedicated to my business, and also just the other 20% is just school. And that's pretty much it. It's not as fun as you guys think it is. You know, making six figures, my life didn't change at all, really. The only thing that really changed is my mindset. My overall mindset changed, and also, you know, I could now go out and eat pretty much whatever I want. I could really buy clothes whenever I want. But that's not the point, man. I thought that was what I wanted back then. I thought that was what I wanted at 15, at 16, and that's why I chose to start this business, and that's why I went super hard on it. But I've realized that later on throughout my journey, like only since the past year or so, I realized that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really define who you are. You know, we're trying to cover up this inner self, you know, with a fake perception of our success on social media. I'm not saying that I'm capping or anything like that on social media. That's really like my accomplishments. But, you know, those are just the highlights of my life. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, You guys don't see the hours and hours and hours of work behind closed doors to really just get that one highlight out there, right? And I felt like there's so many times I put my happiness on pause, where I had the mindset where like, oh, if I achieve this, then I'll be happy. If I reach this goal, then I'll be happy. And I'm just trying to be as vulnerable as I can with you guys, because this is something that's very serious that I'm going through, and I don't want to feel this social anxiety. I don't want to feel this pressure. I don't want to feel this stress. But this is what I signed up for. Like I'm saying, I want you guys to understand. I don't want you guys to be in the comments saying that I'm complaining, I should be blessed. I'm very blessed. I'm very, very, very grateful. And but I'm just saying that there are a lot of downsides to it as well. I don't want you guys to think that, oh, just because he's making six figures, this and that, reselling shoes is that simple. You guys have to look beyond surface level, because that's what a lot of people don't do. These TikToks, these Instagram reels trick you into thinking that success happens overnight, and success happens very easy. And it totally does not. It does not. I worked my ass off throughout these past 4 years to get to where I am. And I feel, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Do I think it's worth it? I mean, I don't know. Is it worth it? I mean, it's something that I need to think about, right? It's something that I really need to consider. But I do feel like I missed out on a lot to really like just do this. As you guys can see, like behind me, there's a bunch of inventory. You know, my business is growing faster than ever. But at the same time, like I'm separating myself from a lot of my friends now, like, and that's another thing, right? The more you grow within your business, the more you have to separate yourself in order to be in that grind. And you can't allow any distractions to come in your life, because like the whole goal is grind, and to have the most energy possible to work on your business. So that means you can't really go to the parties, you can't really do anything, really you can't hang out with your friends as much, you can't really do what you want at any time. A lot of people I've talked to that's in the same position as me, they all told me that once you work throughout these past, like once you push throughout this stage I'm going through right now, it is gonna be better on the other side. It's gonna be way brighter on the other side. And I totally believe them. But you know, I've been feeling this immense pressure for the last 2 years. I just feel like I have to prove someone wrong. I have to prove myself right. I have to do this, I have to do that. Like these goals I set for myself are very, very, it gives me a lot of anxiety at times, right? Like I feel super guilty. Even if I go hang out with one of my friends now, like when I come back home, I feel guilty that I missed out on the time to work on my business. And I think that's a serious issue. That's not motivation in any type of way, right? That's not healthy. That's not healthy for me to think like that. And back with what I was saying, like 4 years ago when I started my business, it was totally different. Like it was a total different mindset, because I used to think that making 10K, if I was making 10K, I'll be super happy. And now I'm making way more than 10K a month, and it's like, am I really that happy? I wouldn't say so. I'm not really, nothing really changed. If anything, I was more happy back then. That's why I'm saying, like, the money doesn't really change you, right? You think this is what you want. You think this is, you know, success. But once you achieve it, you're going to understand that, oh, this is actually not what I want. You know, it doesn't bring me any joy. I mean, it does in a type of way. But at the same time, there's a lot, like back to what I was saying, there's a lot of sacrifices that you have to make. And that's the reality of making six figures at a young age. I guess this is what it really takes, and this is what you have to go through in order to get on the other side. And I'm not saying I'm successful in any type of way. I'm just saying I accomplished more than the average 20-year-olds are out there. And I will continue pushing, and I'm way too far within my business. I'm way too far within my journey to quit now. And I'm never gonna quit because my reason is so strong. And at the same time, it's like I really have to change this type of balance. There's no balance, by the way, guys. I forgot to tell you guys that. You guys think that there's work-life balance, if there's you know, how to balance something out. There's no balance, bro. There's no such thing as balance. It's almost impossible. If they're telling you there's balance, there's balance, there's balance, just balance this out, balance that out, they're average. Right? Like they're average, they're mediocre. If you want to be great at something, there can't be any balance. And that's just the truth, man. Like I'm saying there's nothing wrong with being mediocre. There's nothing wrong with being average. It's like if you want to be exceptional, this is what it really takes. this is what it really takes. It does. It really takes every single second, takes every single minute. And for me to make this video was very hard because I don't really talk about these like mental issues or just like, you know, these stuff that I'm going through, because no one really knows. I don't really tell this stuff to anybody because I know that no one really understands. It's not easy, and I promise you guys it's not easy. I think about it every single day. I'm like, why am I working so hard when it's like you grow such a distance with everybody else around the world, and you feel super disconnected because you're just in this one little bubble working every single day, and you don't really know what is going on the outside. You don't know what it is from the outside looking in. And yeah, I mean, I've been going through this for the past 2 years now, and I just feel a lot of pressure. I feel a lot of anxiety, and I feel like my anxiety is getting worse and worse. But I'm not an extrovert in any type of way. I'm an introvert. I don't like being around a lot of people. Also, being on this entrepreneurship journey, I'm learning more about who I am as a person. I'm learning more about myself, and it really shapes my identity in a type of way, because I wasn't like I said, I was not like this back then before like going this hard on my business, and now like going really hard for the last 2 years. It really changed a lot of who I am as a person, right? It really changed a lot of who I am and who I used to be. Do I miss the old me? I do, in a certain type of way, but also in a type of way that I don't, because I know that I'm becoming a lot better. I'm becoming a lot more mature. And another thing is I'm getting smarter, and my business is growing a lot more. But there is a lot that I lost as well, because you can't have two things. Like, you can't have, you know, it's very hard to achieve two things at once, and that's just, you're not gonna catch either if you're trying to achieve two things at once. So if you want one thing, you have to sacrifice another. So it's like, what do you value more? And I think that's what it comes down to. And I just want to remind you guys that I'm still a regular person. I still go to school. I still eat the same food. I still play at the same park. I still hang out with those few friends. So not much has changed. I'm still a regular person, despite the fact that I'm making 6 figures at a young age. The only difference is the financial difference. That's it. The financial aspect is the only difference. Other than that, I would say that in order to make 6 figures, it's more than just the business strategies. It's more than just you know, the business model itself. It's more about mental strength. Can you push through your hardest moment? Can you push through those tough obstacles that you're gonna encounter throughout your journey? That's what really defines someone that's able to do it or not. But like I said, it's not gonna be easy. It's very hard. And sometimes I feel like there's a lot of people who make 6 figures and then they forget who they are. They forget that they're still a human. They place themselves above other people. And I certainly do not agree with that point of view, because I don't think anything for me changed. I'm trying to speak as authentic as possible and let you guys know like the real situation, but it's not really that special. It's just that it really depends on what your goals are. And my goal is to make 7 figures a year. My goal is to make 7 figures a year. Obviously, I'm not close to that, but I know one day when I do it, I'm gonna be able to do so many things. I'm gonna have so much leverage. I'm gonna be able to take care of my family. I'm gonna be able to take care of my friends. I'm gonna be able to help others around the world, and I get to inspire other people. And that's the reason why I push the way I do. And that's my ultimate reason, man. It's plain simple, just like that. But yeah, I mean, at this current stage, I feel a lot of pressure once again. I feel like I have to constantly prove other people wrong. I have to constantly prove something. So that's why I keep pushing, which is not a good mindset to have, like I said, but it's to a point where it's programmed inside my mind. It's programmed inside of me that, you know, I can't really stop now. I can't really stop. All I know is work. And yeah. So the question is, like, is it worth it to do it? In my opinion, now looking back at everything that I've just said, I think it's still worth it. I think I wouldn't change a single thing. I think I would still stick with the journey, and I don't regret anything because I know it's gonna be worth it in the long run. But this video is just to show you guys that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's not all that glamorous. Despite the fact that, like I said, my business is growing faster than ever. I'm making more money than ever. Every single year, I'm like improving my business by like 2 to 3 times, like 2 to 3x. So like, it just comes to show you that if you work hard, if you really have a strong drive, and if you just stay consistent with what you do, you can really achieve anything that you want. Is it easy? No, it's not gonna come to you if you don't do any work. You have to put in the work, it's a consistent action. The amount you input is what you output, and I've always believed in that concept. But to close this video off, once again, I hope this video really inspire you guys in any type of way, and just to give you guys a more realistic view on life as a whole. I know this page is just about reselling sneakers, but at the same time, there's a lot about my personal life that's also in online as well. So like, now you guys know, I'm still fighting social anxiety every single day. I'm still fighting to become a better person every day. I'm trying to strengthen every area that I'm not really good at yet. So still trying to become 1% better every single day. Nobody's perfect, and I slowly understood that everybody goes through their own problems, and I certainly don't think I'm better than any of you guys. I'm still an average person, and yeah, I'm not better than any of you guys. I'm still an average person. I'm trying to just be better every single day. I'm trying to become the best version of myself. I'm not competing with anyone else but myself, and I know that these obstacles I go through and these demons I'm fighting, I guess, it's gonna make me a better person, and it's gonna make me stronger in the long run. So, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very excited for my life every single day. Obviously, just being able to live is a blessing itself, and there are so many blessings I can count on a daily basis. And regardless of what happens next, I could fall off, I could stop, all my businesses could fail or flop, and I would still have the same mindset, right? I would still have the same mindset. I would still keep pushing. And yeah, I just want to show you guys the reality of making 6 figures at a young age through reselling sneakers. This is really that realistic view, and I'm sure that nobody else has posted a video like this. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, and if you guys have any questions, please comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next.